When I went to the bank, there were only a few dollars left in my account. I had lost everything, but that was only the beginning. The gloomy, cold bank seemed to reflect the darkness inside me. I saw the judgmental look on the cashier's face. To her, I was just a failed business person, an ordinary person lost in debt. The shame building up inside me made it hard for me to swallow. I took a deep breath, but even that didn't ease the heaviness in my heart. Everything around me seemed to be crashing down on me. My world had collapsed around me. Things were very different once upon a time. I was a successful business person. I had a job, a home, and a family. My life seemed even more comfortable than many people imagine. I lived in a beautiful house, educated my children in private schools, and provided a comfortable life for my family. I had a wide circle of friends. Everyone envied me and admired my success. I was full of self-confidence as I was on my way in life. I was a risk-taking entrepreneur who had risen quickly in the business world. I thought I had everything under control, but this confidence and success led me to ignore risks. I always wanted to grow more and more, to earn more and more. I wasn't satisfied with small successes. I was chasing bigger goals with each new step. Over time, most of my investments became full of big risks. At first, everything seemed to be going well, but I would soon pay the price for uncontrolled growth. One morning, I received the worst phone call of my life. I found out that the project I had invested heavily in had gone into financial collapse. I had lost a large part of my investment. Within a few weeks, my bank accounts were quickly empty and my debts piled up like a mountain. I had to sell my assets, but that wasn't enough. I was completely out of control. I lost my home, and my family and I had to move into a small, run-down apartment. When I saw the disappointment on my children's faces, I felt helpless and broken. My life, once full of success, was now in ashes. When I lay in my bed that night, there was a huge emptiness inside me. How did we end up like this? I asked myself as my eyes traveled up to the ceiling. As time passed, despair gradually gave way to resilience. One day, I spoke to one of my old friends who told me that going through hard times can happen to anyone, but if I didn't give up, I could build something again. His words gave me some strength. I knew I had to pick myself up. I decided to learn from my mistakes and start over with stronger steps. First of all, I started to learn about financial management and budgeting. I was up late every night researching and reading books. I had to create a stronger financial foundation for myself. During this process, a small job opportunity came up. It was a very small job at the beginning, but it still connected me to life. When I received that first salary, just buying a few things that my children needed gave me great happiness. As the months passed, I started to get better and better at this small job. My salary increased, and I was able to pay off my debts little by little. It was very different from my old life, but now I had learned to be happy even in small things. But this success did not last long. There was a big crisis at work, and they decided to downsize. Temporary workers like me were the first to be laid off. That day I was laid off. I once again felt that everything was slipping away from me. This time I didn't get angry with myself. I tried to stay calm. The difficulties I had experienced had taught me one thing: not to give up. I was determined to do everything I could to make sure that my family would not be in a difficult situation again. I pulled myself together again and decided to start my own business with the little savings I had. With the last money I had left, I bought cleaning supplies and started cleaning houses in the neighborhood. This job gave me hope. I woke up early every day, went to the houses and worked until late in the evening. I saved every penny I earned and spent it to improve my business. Over time, my customers increased, and I was even able to hire someone to work alongside me. I started to build a small but reliable business. A few years have passed and my business has grown much more than I expected. My small cleaning business is now a small company with a large customer base. The look of pride on my children's faces made me forget all those difficult times. It gave me great strength to move from the moments when life hit me many times to the top. If I had given up, I would never have gotten here. One day, while sitting at the table with my children, I said to myself, the most important thing I learned while going through this difficult path is to never give up no matter what. Everything is better for us now. This life I have rebuilt for my children is the most valuable legacy that my past losses have taught me.